Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the Nice Guy Complex. So welcome to my channel. This is Code with the Cards. This is 18 plus. Viewer discretion is advised. I do curse in here and I do talk about adult topics. So we're going to continue on with what I was talking about in the previous video, the Nice Guy Complex. And I know I digress a lot. I fall off topic. So I'm going to try to get back on topic and discuss the things that I was originally talking about. But when I digress and when I go off topic, there is messages in that for you too. So it's okay if I go off topic, but just not a lot. So we're gonna go back to how we was discussing the nice guy complex. How does that hinder a guy? How does that help a guy? How did this come up? How did they deem the title of the nice guy? And why does social society put all these labels on people that actually make people even more crazy than before? Because I feel like that's what really happens. I feel like people do things to impress other people. And you may say no, and you may be true with that. Like, you wasn't really setting out to do that to impress somebody, but the main ending result is it was actually to impress somebody, either yourself or others. So we're gonna break it down with the couple Ciara and Russell Wilson. So like I said before, he gained a nice guy complex. They were talking about it yesterday, not yesterday, a couple days ago, how he's considered square, as opposed to people like Future, who I guess is considered not so square. Now, if you ask me, I think Russell Wilson looked way better than Future, first of all. No shade to Future. I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy or whatever the case is. I just don't, there's certain things I don't agree with him on that thing. Yeah, maybe some songs I'll listen to, but for the most part, a lot of the things he says in his raps, I forgot what he said the other day. It's just like, no. Like, I can't even believe people are actually bumping this music, but oh well, whatever. So, how did Russell Wilson deem the nice guy and square complex, and people like Future don't? In my opinion, I believe that Ciara made a better choice by going out with Russell Wilson because he's a better father figure, and that's even been proven throughout the years, because even other women have had problems with Future and the way he treats his children and the mothers of his children. So how does a guy gain a nice guy complex, and why does that hinder people? I feel like that hinders Russell Wilson a lot because he's not considered a bad boy. Why do women look for these bad boys? Like, I'm sorry, but in my opinion, the only thing that Future has going for him, I will say looks, because not for nothing, he got Ciara, right? I mean, I don't technically think he's smoking on the looks charts, but other people find him attractive, and I would never say that anybody is actually ugly because there's somebody for everybody. And I think he has money going for him. He has what is it called, like influence going for him. Why does he gain that influence when in all fact he's not really a nice guy to women? He doesn't treat women very well, and he even speaks about demeaning and disrespecting women in his music. So why is he considered the better choice? I'm sorry, I was just thinking about something. So, like, we're going to go back to this area right here where this is a psychology fact. Men are not funnier than women. They just make more jokes, not caring whether other people like their humor or not. That's number one. Now, let's break it down to females. Why are men so comfortable knowing they don't make you come, and why y'all be bragging about how you don't eat kitty? let me know something. And this is very true, because I've seen I've seen many people discuss this fact where women will talk about how, yeah, they slept with a man, but it wasn't very rewarding for them. Why do you keep continuing to sleep with that man if he's not giving you nothing? And I feel like this is how the world works. Think about it. The Jeffrey Epstein, if I'm saying his name right, or the Harvey Weinsteins, whatever. The I mean, even people like Hugh Hefner was glorified. Hugh Hefner was a disgusting pig. He used to sleep with many, many women, and he was very tumultuous, and he was very rude, and he was very nasty in real life. And he treated women like crap. There was even one incident where he had forced a woman, not forced like put her head down there, but like, you know how influence is. He actually got her in front of a crowd, and supposedly she did something with a dog. I'm not gonna go into what it was, but it was just shocking, because these are the people that actually run our world. People like Hugh Hefner run our world, and he's considered a nice guy. And you can go listen to multiple wives he had. They all complain about how he wasn't such a nice guy. So why are the actual nice guys getting no limelight? Why are the bad guys getting this title of a glorified man when they're really not nothing in that at all? The same thing with women. The only reason why I'm putting it towards men more is because, honestly, men claim to run the world, right? Men claim to create the world, right? You lead, right? Men lead, right? You're leading our women into a life of problems. There's no way in hell. Okay, excuse me, I didn't mean to say hell. H-E double hockey sticks. I don't like saying that word. But there's no way in heck that you're telling me if I'm a girl, I have to grow up and aspire to be with a man that can cheat on me, who can down talk me, who can act like they control me, and act like they're mentally better than me, and that they're physically better than anything. And they're not, when they're really sitting outside just cheating on their wives. Now, okay, I would not say that every man cheats on their wives, but I'm also not going to say those same men haven't strayed before. You know, and I feel like if we just use common sense more than just settling for whatever we're getting, we could train a whole society, we could train the whole world to want better and to get better. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, who is raising these men? Who are the role models to these men? Think about it. Most men will sit there and say they had their mother, they didn't have no father. Think about it. Now, you have to take in consideration to statistics. Statistically, how many men grow up without their fathers? Statistically, how many men grow up with their fathers and they don't have no home training from their fathers? Let me tell you something. It's a very real thing. You can live with your parent. That doesn't mean they were parenting you. You can live with a role model or anybody. That doesn't mean they taught you something good. And I feel like men do that. Men are like, okay, I will not listen to a female, but I'd rather go listen to a male. The male could say a whole hell of wrong things to do, but they'll follow that male because he's male, and not because and they didn't listen to the female just because she's a female. That's crazy to me, especially when women are 4 years more advanced than men. So let's break it down. You'll hear a man say, oh, I didn't have my father in my life. I was raised predominantly by my mother. or I was raised by my aunt, or I wasn't in the house a lot, I wasn't around my parents a lot, I was raised in these streets. Something of that nature, right? That tells me that most of your life you got babied and coddled by a female. So women, what are we teaching our men too? The same way men teach daughters, the same way men teach men, and the same thing for women. You know how many men are sitting home, broke, no money, no aspirations, nothing to go on in life, but they're making sure that their mother is supporting them. Why do these women keep supporting these children? You're teaching your children to not want to fight for more. You're teaching your children to aspire for less.